many of you out there have heard of Echo? Remember Echo? She was introduced in oh, what series was it? Oh, Hawkeye. That's right. Hawkeye, who was replaced in his own series by um Kate Bishop. Well, it was announced after that that Echo would get her own Disney Plus series. Okay, fine. Let's just introduce another minor character to D Plus, just like Agatha Harkness, just like Ironheart. Let's just girl boss it up, shall we? Well, there have been some rumors circulating that Echo was having some trouble. In fact, I believe the pre-screenings for Echo were terrible. And so there's been massive reshoots, basically costing Disney Marvel more money. What it boils down to. Well, there's a rumor floating around that Echo, because of all the issues and problems, was going to get the Batgirl treatment and get shelved. So, ran across this abounding into comics. Rumor! Marvel Studios planned to give Echo the Batgirl treatment, possibly saved it to serve as filler during the WGA writer strike. Because yes, the writer strike is still going on. Screen Actors postponed their strike until the middle of July. I think it was July 12th. So these platforms are going to need some filler. And Echo's going to be some of that filler for D+. According to the latest whisper on the street, Marvel's upcoming Echo is so abysmal in quality that the studio wanted to give the Disney Plus series the Batgirl treatment, only choosing not to at the last second in order to have something to air during a potential content drought resulting from the currently ongoing WGA writer strike. Word of Marvel's disappointment in their resident deaf, one-legged vigilante was first raised by veteran studio stuntman Chris Brewster during a July 21st appearance on the Ikuzo Unscripted podcast. Following a brief recollection of his experience working on the original Netflix Daredevil, which is really good, by the way. If you haven't watched all 3 seasons of that, watch it. Not just Daredevil, but Iron Fist, The Punisher, and what was the other one? Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage, and The Defenders. Watch them all. So Brewster, who served not only as Chris Evans and Charlie Cox's respective stunt doubles in Captain America the Winter Soldier and the original Daredevil, but also as either a stunt coordinator or performer on several Marvel releases, properties. I'm not going to name them all here. Broke the unfortunate news to hosts Peter Zakovic and Luka Vucic that Marvel was doing away with that incarnation of the devil in Hell's Kitchen. Speaking to Marvel's upcoming Daredevil Born Again Disney Plus series, Brewster revealed Marvel has told every person working on that show that they don't want Born Again to look anything like the Netflix Daredevil series. Why would you not? Oh wait, this is Disney Marvel we're talking about. I'm sorry. They will find a way to mess it up. Just like they did with Star Wars, just like they did with Indiana Jones, and just like they've done with just about everything else they've touched in the last few years. Taking note of the host's vocal disappointment, the stuntman then asserted, "Trust me, not only did I work on the show, I was one of the biggest fans of the show. I think that the Marvel Netflix Daredevil was a masterpiece." So now we fast forward a little bit. And remember Daredevil appeared in She-Hulk? If you watch She-Hulk, they turned Daredevil into a cartoon. He began his criticism of the Hornhead's costume MCU debut. It's all animated and it looks bad. I love CG to enhance real movement, but if you don't have any real movement, it just becomes a cartoon. It's just CG. There's no weight to it. And yes, watching Daredevil get just totally, I don't know, lack of a better term, cucked. And She-Hulk was pathetic. Of course, that's what Disney does to a strong male character. They find a way to cut him off at the knees, so to speak. It was at that point, talking about Daredevil and She-Hulk in his criticism, the stuntman nonchalantly revealed Echo's close call. Echo isn't out yet, but I've heard that it's just as bad. I'd heard they were going to Batgirl it because they weren't happy with it. And now they're doing reshoots and they're planning on airing it. But I think that could also do with the fact that there's a strike and there's not a lot of content right now. So they're like, well, we have it made already. Notably, this is not the first time questions regarding Echo's quality have been raised. On the May 18th episode of his and critic John Roca's The Hot Mic podcast, noted film scooper and reporter Jeff Snyder told his co-host, I heard the show was kind of plagued by issues throughout production, really. I'd heard that it was a mess, that the show came in, they basically had to reshoot the entire thing. I'm told that they originally shot 8 episodes and Kevin Feige thought it was unreleasable, he continued. So they talked about cutting it down to 4 episodes or 6 in post. Then they ended up reshooting it. So we don't know how many episodes Echo is going to be when it is released. It can't be any worse than Secret Invasion, could it? Couldn't be any worse than the Marvels, could it? Oh, and here's another kicker. Disney announced, or I should say Disney Marvel announced, that all the episodes would be going out day and date. That's something they haven't done before. So, Echo's had a tumultuous history, and it looks like it is going to get released this November. And it does look like it's going to be released. All episodes dropped at once. So, tell me what you think. Comment down below. Share your thoughts. You going to watch Echo? You going to skip Echo? And while you're at it, please, if you would, take the time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get notified when my content is available here on YouTube. And as always, I thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later.